I've been a mobile detailer now for 10 years, which is crazy. And in today's video, we're gonna go over 3 pros and cons of mobile detailing. So obviously when you go out to the customer's home or office location to detail their vehicle. And if you are interested in learning how we've grown to $10,000 per month in our detailing business, you can click the link down below or go to detailclass.com and sign up for the free training where I talk about how I started my business, what took me from a struggling detailer to a booked out detailer, and then where we are now with our forms of marketing and how we continue to grow our business. Let's go ahead and get started with this video. Pro number 1 is if you want to get started with your business, you could just start now. If you're in a Camry, Corolla, Mustang, S10, F-150, whatever vehicle, it's enough space to go and get started by going to the customer's location. Now you might be thinking, well, Oscar, I'm in a GTI, I'm in a Miata, I don't have enough room. Trust me, there are builds that you can see online on YouTube where they're working out of a Wrangler, out of a Civic, out of a very small vehicle, and it's enough to put in the chemicals, the brushes, and go to the customer's location and use their power and water. So as far as getting started, mobile detailing is the easiest thing to just get started because you can use your vehicle, go to the customer's location with limited tools and products and get the job done. Now, con number 1 is reflecting off the pro is that it does become of a hassle and annoying to put the tools and equipment up and down every single time, right? You're gonna put them into your vehicle before you head to the job site. You're gonna take them down when you get to the job site. You're gonna put them back in your vehicle when you're done with the job. And then you're gonna take them back down when you get back to your home location. You're gonna reorganize everything, clean it up. And then you're gonna have to wait till the next job, put it back in, and then it just gets annoying after time. Now don't get me wrong, when you're first getting started, that's okay. I'm saying over time though, when you do this for a while, you're like, ah man, it's getting kind of annoying having to bring everything in and out of the vehicle. But again, you can still 100% do it. That is though a con, especially if you have like a smaller vehicle like I do. If you have a truck though, it's a bit more forgiving and you can do a bit more if you have a larger vehicle. Pro number 2 is you get to be outdoors. You get to see different parts of your city, the weather, if you have nice weather, hopefully. And that's a big part. Like one downside to having a shop or maybe working at your garage is it's the same thing every time, right? If it's a beautiful weather, if it's a beautiful day outside, you're just in the shop. You can have the bay doors open, but you know, you're not really out there. But when you're mobile and it's like a nice day and it's cool weather, you're working in an open part. It's a different vibe when you're mobile in great conditions than when you're just at your garage or shop every single time. Now don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people would love to have a shop, but that's one thing that I do miss about mobile detailing. It's just being able to get out there and see different things and pass by different things and go and work. That part was fun, or is fun about mobile detailing. It's just going out there and going to different places. That's it. It's like a new work environment every single day. Now on the opposite side, con number 2 is that, well, you're always outside. So sometimes it can get really hot. Sometimes it can get really cold. Sometimes there's gonna be a lot of traffic. Sometimes where you're working at is gonna be such a tight space or just not ideal for detailing that is very cumbersome and annoying and frustrating. And it's like, you're not happy doing the job because the area that you're in is just not optimized or just not ideal for mobile detailing. I mean, there's been plenty of times where we have to rush because it's gonna rain or it's super cold, so it's just harder to work out there, or that we are working like in a small little alley because it's next to an apartment where there's like no parking whatsoever. And it's one of those things with mobile detailing that you're gonna have to go through. You're mobile, you're going to the home, office, workplace, wherever, and it's just, you know, not everything is gonna be a huge parking lot with plenty of space. Like that's just how it's gonna work if you're a mobile detailer. Pro number 3 is if you wanna get to $8,000 or $10,000 or $12,000 per month, you can. And the great thing is you can do that with low overhead because your shop, your office is the mobile van and you can store it at your house in your driveway. And that's gonna keep your costs low because if you go get a shop, I mean, you have shop rent, you have Wi-Fi, you have power, you have water, you have trash, you have all the other, you know, bills that you need to run a shop. But if you're just mobile, I mean, you have your insurance, the notes on the vehicle, and then the supplies and a few other things. And it's pretty simple business. And if you have a part-time helper, well, they'll meet you at your home or you pick them up on the way to work, and you know, it's just a much easier way to keep your overhead low, especially in the beginning phases. Con number 3 is really dependent on a few factors, but let's say for one, if you don't have a driveway that has enough space to hold the van, or the garage is completely maxed out with just, you know, a bunch of random stuff, or you live in an apartment, you can't, you know, hold everything that you like your supplies and such, then it makes it a bit more cumbersome. Or maybe is that you actually want to continue to grow your business and you want a shop or a garage space for correction, coatings, PPF, tint. Well, then at that point, you have to start looking at other ways to bring in more vehicles, and then you're kind of forced out of just running a mobile unit, and then you're gonna bring on those huge expenses. But again, it really is dependent on what you're going after and what you're able or not able to do, with one, based on what you want to do for your business, and then two, where you're currently living to like hold your van and to kind of store your supplies and such. Now let me know in the comment section down below, what's a pro or con that you would add to this list so other detailers can be aware of? Drop it in the comment section down below. Click the description box down below for any of the links that I mentioned, and I'll talk to you on the next one.